All right, hey everyone. As we start into the next lesson on the safety for our first unit, we're going to talk about weight room basics. There isn't much to cover, but it is still important to know. So, the first one is when I say never work alone or make sure someone knows you're working out. This really applies to someone who's going to be using heavier weights or they're adding more weight to their routine. The reason being is injury is more likely if you are by yourself, especially if some of your exercises really do require a spotter. So make sure that when you do use the weight room, that someone has knowledge that you're there. Ideally, you should have others around you. The next one, and this is even pre-COVID, right? Sanitize equipment. We get sick when we share germs, and when we're sweating, we're touching our face. And so passing along whatever you have isn't too difficult. So after you're done using equipment, make sure you sanitize. Always use plate clips or clamps. If you haven't, look up exercise fail videos. But there's plenty of times where someone is doing, let's say, a bench press, and the weights fall off one side, then fall the other, and you're increasing your risk of injury. Even though a lot of the videos seem to be minor, you could get seriously hurt. So make sure that when you are lifting with a bar and there is weights on the end, that you are securing them to that bar. Use a spotter when there's heavy weights. Now, there are rules on how to do this. There are proper ways, and not all exercises require a spotter, and we'll address those in another video. Clear the exercise area of obstacles. The last thing you want to do is be doing lunges and you have heavy weights and you step on something and twist your ankle with additional weights and increase that injury severity. So, when you're doing, especially a moving exercise, make sure that area is clear of everything from weights to clips to medicine balls that are in the area that could cause you to trip up. Finally, make sure the equipment is not broken or attached to its base. Really quick, I remember trying to do a pull up and I was going to do a Kipling pull up, and I went to get my momentum, and the whole rack just rocked. Luckily, it wasn't enough that the whole thing fell, but I had this assumption that it was secured, and it definitely wasn't, and I almost got hurt. Some things are less likely to cause injury than others, but again, making sure that you're not using broken equipment is the safest way to ensure that you're not going to get injured. So these are pretty straightforward and pretty basic when it comes to using the weight room. And then it's not on here, but clean up after yourself. When you're done using plates, replace your plates. Same thing with your bar, or if you're using bands, medicine balls, etc. Clean up the place so others are less likely to trip over your stuff, and that way we can maintain a safer environment. All right, bye.